Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Grab a cold one, crank up the volume, and join the show. Welcome to NBNR Live. Here we go.
It's no block, no rock.
Go Big Red indeed. No block, no rock. Episode 260 coming at you from the Sinovation studio in Omaha, Nebraska. Fellas, I got myself some heavy brewing. Look at this big old Crowler.
Isn't it pretty?
Look at that.
Thing's awesome. 32 ounces of just lovely goodness.
Based out of Gretna, Nebraska, heavy brewing. We're drinking the Donkey Especial, a dark Mexican lager. Me and Mike, we are drinking that.
Well, 'tis the season because Mike leaves for Mexico on Saturday, so I might as well start my Mexican lagers now.
Feliz Navidad.
Rub it in, rich boy.
This is fantastic. It's going to be much better than all the beers I drink in Mexico because every single resort pretty much has Dos Equis. That's it.
Yeah.
Like you go to Mexico and you're like, oh, maybe I'll get a Corona. No, every resort in Mexico pretty much has Dos Equis or Mexican Coors Light.
Yeah.
Or Modelo.
Like literally it says Coors Light, but it's not Coors Light. It tastes like Mexican Coors Light.
I don't know what that is.
So you know, like,
Yeah, Mike,
you know, like
be
every
careful.
Mexican beer kind of has like a skunky taste.
I like
It
it.
tastes like Coors Light, but has a skunky taste. I like it because they brew it in Mexico.
There's a lot
Connor,
to dive into. On
Connor.
that.
Yeah, just saying.
Because they brew it in Mexico.
They brew it in Mexico.
Yeah.
That's why it's extra skunky.
They also have Mexican Michelob Ultras and Mexican Bud Lights. They're all brewed in Mexico.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm aware of that.
And they all have that same Mexican beer skunky taste. This does not have that. This is fantastic. Going down a rabbit hole of Mexican beer. This is way better. If you get it in Gretna, it's really
I feel
good.
like he's going down a rabbit hole
Yeah.
he doesn't know much about.
Yeah,
You know, I don't know.
I've been to Mexico more times than anybody in this room. I promise.
I think it was about the beer part of it.
The beer part, man.
But not the
whole
point.
skunk.
I am over here.
Anyway.
I'm drinking. I was drawn to this beer immediately. Just like last week, we had the Gretna AF, which was an amber Kolsch, which is fantastic as well. Today, I'm drinking Rippin' Heaters. The second I heard the name, I was drawn to that.
Oh, yeah.
I need to rip some heaters too. I don't smoke, but I will rip this heater all day. But Mike, you want to know why this is better than what you're going to get in Mexico? Is A, it's a quality product, and B, it's made locally
Yes.
and by great people.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Shout out Heavy Brewing. This Rippin' Heaters. I said it last week with the Gretna AF. I was like, this is a beer I think I could drink every week. Rippin' Heaters, same deal.
Yeah,
I could drink this.
I'm
every
really
week.
jealous you guys are drinking Rippin' Heaters, but you guys haven't had it before and I had.
Yeah.
And so I let you have it.
Yeah. No, I
And
appreciate
so,
it.
But it's okay because the Donkey Especial is Especial.
Yeah.
There
no,
we
it's-
go.
yeah.
Look at that. That was smooth.
Kyle Byers, what do you
What
got
you
over
got?
there?
I am also ripping heaters over here. I tried it. Mike was like, "Hey, you're gonna like this one.
That's your style.
You're gonna like this one." And I took a drink and I was like, "Whoa, that is real good."
It's
So
got some
it's different.
fruitiness to it.
It's different. It's like I'm trying to recall because we went to the tap room. It's like a iced tea,
Like a lemonade iced tea
With, like-
beer. It's really good.
and it says has like lavender in it. Do you taste any lavender?
Let me see.
Mm.
Yep, I can taste it.
No, like the logo on it's like John Daly with like a monkey head on it. It's kind of funny.
Crazy.
Speaking of heavy brewing,
Mhm.
we are doing a live show watch party for the Penn State game on November 22nd. Come hang out with us. We're going to be doing stuff before the game. They're going to have some drink specials during the game. It's going to be a absolute blast and riot. If you've never been there, it's in Gretna, Nebraska. They have a awesome tap room. It's kind of like a big garage, and it's going to be really fun. So November 22nd, join us at Heavy Brewing in Gretna, Nebraska.
I want to issue a challenge to the MBNR boys for that live show. Is that when we go there and we do this show, this will be our first live show at Heavy Brewing.
Mhm.
Indeed.
We all have to drink something we haven't had before.
Oh, I'll do that the entire time.
Absolutely. We got to do that.
My
Because
goal,
their
is to-
menu is really large. They make a ton of different beers.
I'm going to try each beer while I'm there
I don't
on
think
the 22nd.
I don't think that's advisable.
One of
There's a
each.
lot of beers up there.
I think there's like 20 some beers on
Yeah,
tap.
they
but
make a ton of different
I
beers.
don't know if I'll survive, but Yeah, November 22nd. Join us. Come hang out with us. Talk some shit. Drink some beer. Root for Nebraska to hopefully beat Penn State.
Indeed. Okay, Heavy Brewing, shout out. Go to their tap room in Gretna. All right, let's talk some ball here. Yeah? So there's rumblings yesterday. You know, we wrap up counseling, and not long after, there were rumblings about Dylan's injury, and it became official. Fibula.
That's crazy.
So he's gone for the rest of the year. Lateef time. A lot of people are getting their wish right now. We were for them. I don't know if they're happy yet, or the way that it's happened is very unfortunate. But they're getting their wish, and you know the little bit that they got versus USC on Saturday. Offense was it felt muted, you know. So it'll be very interesting to see with an extra week to prepare for UCLA. He's going back home. That's where he's from. How do you think this thing's going to go, guys? What do you think?
Before we talk Lateef, though, let's just give Dylan his flowers. The fact that the dude was warming up on the sideline, trying to put himself back in with a broken fibula, and the fact that Matt Rule said no and protected him, just give those two credit right then and there.
Yeah.
So, KV, what were you about to say?
Okay, so I just want to preface before we have this conversation that I would like to note that everyone sitting in this room understand that yes, he will have had a week to prepare, and on Saturday got thrusted into a situation where you're in kind of a tight ball game under a big stage. So I want to preface everything that we say in this conversation, I guess talking about myself, that this is no ill will towards TJ or my personal thoughts on the kid or anything like that. I just want to say, you asked how I'm feeling about this upcoming Saturday and maybe the rest of the season. I have little faith that we win another game this year. I can tell you, like, sitting on the field on Saturday, everybody says the offense was muted and, you know, the offense, they had handcuffs on. Didn't have a whole lot of time to prepare. Look, the football player, sole job, what makes a good QB? Somebody that protects the football, somebody that manages
there you go.
Manages the game, right? Like you kind of just, you're a safe haven for that offense.
Yeah.
For a guy that put the ball on the ground 3 times
in 9 carries.
For a guy that had 7 passing yards in a whole half of football, almost.
On, was it 7 attempts?
I have a hard time believing, this is just me, that what we're about what we're about to see is anything like spectacular.
Sure.
I really have this gut feeling that, like, what we've seen in previous years where you've got 3 to 4 turnovers directly provided by the quarterback position, where you can't get an offense rolling. I fear that is what is going to happen. And that is my thoughts. And I'll turn that back over because I know that was kind of long-winded.
So I think anybody that going into the USC game that was still talking about, like, we need to give Lateef a bigger look, get him some more reps, anything like that, I think you were crazy. I don't think we've seen anything out of Lateef yet. And that's not to say, like, he's bad. We just haven't seen anything.
Right, yeah.
This UCLA game, he's going to get presumably the whole game. This game is the easiest game left on this schedule. It is.
It is. Yeah, 3-5.
It is.
They're 3-5.
And this is where you're going to see who and what TJ Lateef is. And I pray, like, again, all of us in this room are rooting for his success. But what we saw in that second half against USC was a little bit concerning. We understand that USC is better than UCLA. Like, USC is a better
by
team.
far.
Yeah, it's not
By
very
far.
close. But if Lateef cannot string some passes together, again, 7 yards on 7 attempts, 9 rushing attempts, 3 fumbles. If you can't protect the ball, you can't throw the ball efficiently. I don't know what to tell you other than what Kyle said, that if we can't win against UCLA this season, we're probably getting 6 wins.
There's BA's in here. Hi, BA. He just says like he's not given a fair chance.
Sure.
By not being prepared by the staff properly.
Yeah.
But my look, that's not my whole point. My whole point is as a football player that has been practicing as the backup quarterback all season, all off season,
especially at Nebraska, they get a lot of reps.
is fumbling the football 3 times.
That's worrisome.
Kyle,
I mean, I understand. You get under the big lights.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not reading things properly and you're running too much, whatever. You've dropped a snap. You've put the ball on that stuff. You can't tell me he's not prepared by the coaches to not hold on to the foot. It's not on the coaches for the quarterback to hold on to the football. That's just my main concern. It's just my main concern. I just have a fear that we're going to run into a situation where the rest of the year we're watching what we've already watched the last 10 years, where we're watching the quarterback give up 3 to 4 turnovers a game.
am I crazy to say, and I fought this argument for the last, 48 hours. A word that I've heard a lot is flustered. He was flustered.
Sure.
Because he wasn't expecting to go into that game.
Yeah.
But that to me is not being flustered. It was just poor mechanics. It was poor fundamentals. I mean,
okay.
we talk about what ball security is what?
Job
Security. And on 9 carries, 3 drops is a big deal. A drop snap.
One
is
wasn't
okay.
a carry. One was a fumbled snap, which counts as a carry.
And so that's where I went to the next.
But that was
a drop snap.
the most crucial drop snap of the game.
Yeah.
So
And again, a drop snap, I would argue, is somehow worse.
Right.
Like that's like there's nobody running at your face mask quite yet. Just get the ball. And so like it concerns me. I don't know that I would say like he could be flustered. That might be a part of that. He might have those nerves.
Sure.
Especially against a USC offense that was putting some decent pressure on. But it just concerns me going forward because again, we talked about it yesterday on counseling. If you know how to get Lateef to turn the ball over, is just run at him, pressure him all game long. There's a blueprint and it seems quite easy.
So Kyle, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of surprised by your kind of doomerism because I'm getting the feeling that you are Jeff Sims pilled.
Yeah.
You know? And like I think back to the bobbled snap, and Rule said today that apparently Lateef checked into that play because he noticed apparently
You're in 0. Like where'd I go?
Check into that screenplay.
Yeah.
And his eyes got a little too big for his, I guess, stomach there, or whatever the saying you want to say. He saw Barney and he saw the lane. And I honestly just think that he hasn't got a lot of snaps. And he was like, holy shit, this is going to be fucking awesome.
Here goes my first touchdown pass.
And it's not just that, like I called into this, like, oh shit, this is my moment. And I think a little yippee, maybe a little yippee. But I'm hoping that's just a one-off, right? And I'm not going to be quite as Jeff Sims pilled as Kyle, but I'm hoping that was an anomaly. And like I think back to one of the other carries, he didn't put the ball to his outside hand.
Yeah, and he got hit out.
And he got
out of bounds, thankfully.
Sure.
Twice that happened.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it's just blackout under the lights, USC, like, holy shit, I'm thrust into a situation I wasn't expected to be in. Dylan's done, we'll say 97% of the prep probably for the whole season.
Yeah.
And so I'm hoping that the things that we saw, the lack of ball security was an anomaly.
Well, you know, it's funny. I feel like this is maybe roles reversed in the doom and gloom of the podcast because
right.
I have been on the fence of like, hey, all you Tiefers, shut the hell up, right? You're calling for Dylan's job. Shut up. You're dumb, right? With Dylan being out of the picture, you're going into a game on the road at UCLA. It's not going to be a hostile environment. It's a home game for Lateef, and there's going to be a lot of Husker fans there. I think it's a very good situation for Lateef to get his first start.
I think it's arguably the best.
Yeah, it's the best situation. And now the bye week going into Penn State, also not a bad situation for him, although Penn State is a lot more talented than UCLA. What I'm worried about is if Lateef can hang on to the football, is what you're saying. But all the Harburg people, I'm worried about that. I'm worried about the people that are going to see Lateef make a couple mistakes and people are going to be yelling for Harburg because I've already seen 2 or 3 of them today.
It's going to happen.
Shut up. Heinrich Harburg's not the quarterback anymore.
I don't know what it is about Husker fans, but there's always, no matter who's starting at QB, there's some little contingent over here That's like next guy.
Next guy.
Let's
He's
go to
not
the
the next guy or the next guy. He's the emergency, probably fourth string quarterback.
Yeah,
Jalen Graham's dad is
granddad is going to be number 3. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay, so I want to pitch this question just by responses we're getting. in the chat.
let's
Good.
go.
I just want to pose this question. Moving into the rest of November, with Dylan as your quarterback, how many games did you consider yourself after watching what we've watched the last 8 games?
Right.
How many wins do you think you were looking at with Dylan Raiola still in the pocket?
I said 1.
One more.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm going to stay there. I'm going to stay there.
If we had Dylan, you would have been at 1.
I'm still at 1 with Dylan or Lateef. I'm still at 1.
Yeah.
If we had Dylan, I was going to call it 2 and a coin toss.
Yeah. So every game is winnable.
Iowa being the coin toss.
They're all,
yeah.
believe it or not,
I
think even with this staff, Matt Rule won 5 games with Heinrich Harburg at quarterback, and he couldn't throw the ball forward at all. So I have some confidence that the playbook and the play calling will change a little bit, but I'm confident that they're going to get TJ Lateef ready to play, especially going into this game against UCLA, who is the 124th rush defense in the country. We know how good Emmett Johnson is, and it's going to be a heavy workload for Emmett Johnson moving forward, and it has been the entire season. But now having that run element of Lateef, if he can hang onto the football, I think that it only benefits Nebraska going into a team that cannot stop the run at all.
Yeah. Look, I'm the first one to sit here and tell you that I want TJ Lateef to throw for 250 yards and run for another 250 and have 9 touchdowns in the game. I'm just saying there's people in here like way too early to be so negative on TJ Lateef. Look, I'm just going off of what I saw in a big moment. I'm a beaten puppy. Like I've watched this movie for 15 years where we've got this scrambling quarterback. He leads the nation in turnovers or in clutch moments, is dropping the ball when the whistle should have been blown or whatever the case might be, right? You name it, we've seen it. Okay. I'm just saying, based off of what I saw in a half, we got 7 passing yards. The ball was put on the turf in 3 times, and he had 25 yards in a half of football. That's all I'm saying. And I want the kid to be so successful, and I want it to go great. If I'm just looking at evidence and what I think we might see moving forward, that is where my concern comes from.
Yeah, I get it.
I want him to win the game. I want him to be great. I want him to be whatever. I'm concerned. I'm just worried.
Well, what concerns me too is when we talk about Lateef, like what's the first word that comes to your mind? To me, it's mobile. Like he's a mobile quarterback. Yeah. I'm concerned. Again, we talk about, keys, and we'll get into the UCLA game, but we're already talking about Emmett Johnson and how this offense is going to have to really make the rushing game their primary objective. And does this make Nebraska a really one-dimensional offense? And does that make it easier for defenses to kind of key in on that and stop whatever we can get done? We don't know what TJ Lateef looks like as a passer yet. The only games where you've seen him throw effectively were Akron and Houston Christian, which to me mean nothing.
And dude, some of those highlight reels are him running.
Yeah.
They're all him running.
And
actually.
he had the long
He had a couple of good throws.
Cortez Mills touchdown. So I'm thinking about this game coming up, and I'm getting flashbacks of like the 2023 game where they travel to Illinois on a Friday. Heinrich was starting, obviously, and they ran the ball 50 times, and you came out of Champaign with a 20-7 victory.
It's great.
Like I feel like that's the kind of game we're kind of in for.
That's what I think, and that's why I'm confident about the game on Saturday because I think Matt Rule wants this to be a run heavy team anyways. Like that's been in his identity the entire time he's been head coach, and with Holgorsen and having this pro style quarterback, and all the weapons that we have, we've kind of not done that. And I think now we have a full excuse to say, hey, Emmett's getting the ball 30 times minimum on the ground. And there's going to be a lot more RPOs, read options, maybe even a couple pitch option type things that will get thrown in there now.
Yeah. I feel like with Lateef having the running element, leaning on Emmett Johnson, right? I can imagine if you're UCLA, you're worried about both guys, and both guys are a threat, right? Now, the only thing that has me on pause is like, if you're Emmett, you're so used to Dylan's handoffs and his every quarterback has a little bit of a different mesh point They call it a mesh point where you hand the ball off. Maybe I'm making too much of that, but I think that was one of the factors of Emmett tripping himself up at the end of the game because I just don't think he's used to getting handoffs from Lateef. And
Well, that was bad footwork by Lateef. So
I mean,
that was on him. That wasn't on Emmett.
And that's the thing. I heard that he had tripped over Lateef's feet. I'm looking at the replay. I'm like, I guess I can see it. I don't know. It's kind of iffy, but I think it just goes to a larger point of how many reps is Emmett getting with Lateef handing him the ball, and am I making too much of a big deal about that? Maybe I am.
I want them running handoffs in their apartments right now. Like, we need to fix that this week because that's going to be a big part of this offense going forward, probably for the next 3 weeks. Like, they need to just, that has to mesh. Like you said, like, it's going to have to work.
Like, is there, this question was posed to me at work today is, you got Lateef starting? Is there a chance that having a quarterback like Lateef, who is versatile and mobile, is there a chance that Dana's a little more creative now?
I think so.
And
Definitely.
maybe we see some flourishing of like Dana being, I guess, a little more in his bag because, well, here's the other thing too, is even though it's a different quarterback, the O-line's still not very good.
Yeah, just because you plug in Lateef doesn't make the fact that if Elijah doesn't play on Saturday, we've got issues.
Dude.
The backup left tackle is Tyamua, who's never played a snap in college football.
And I'm sure he's a good player.
Sure.
I don't want him playing.
No.
He's not ready.
Yeah.
I don't want, Grant Brooks' name came up today.
Yeah, he's the backup behind Tyler Knock.
I don't want him playing.
If Turner goes down, we have these names that we haven't heard all year. And I think somebody asked one of the media members asked it a couple weeks ago. They're like, hey, are those guys ready to play? And Rule's like, yeah, no, we're just worried about our starters right now.
Yep.
And weird, we're talking 2 weeks later, and now we're talking these guys again. These young guys that might have to get thrown into the game. Highly touted kids, by the way.
So that's
sure.
I am not trying to sit here and tell you guys that everything is okay because it's not. But it was this long spiel I listened to that your next favorite player is a name you've never heard. And so, yeah, these kids might not be ready, but they might also come out and show you something that you haven't seen or heard yet. And so I'm not willing to write these guys off quite yet, but it does concern me that we're talking about guys that haven't taken any meaningful snaps at all.
Right.
And we're going to have to trust our second string quarterback to you. Like, it's almost one of those situations where you have to pray and hope that you get one of those miracle situations.
Let me go through this offer list real quick, and let me ask you if TJ Lateef is a better situation than maybe Heinrich Harburg, we'll say. Is Miami a good offer?
I would say so.
Is Ole Miss a good offer?
Yeah. If Lane wants you, that's probably a good sign.
A&M, Penn State. How about Georgia?
Those
Kirby's okay.
Yeah, those sound like good schools.
Lateef was recruited heavily by every school in the country.
Yeah.
And he chose to come to Nebraska. It's very similar to Dylan Raiola. I know Dylan was a 5-star #1 player until he committed to Nebraska, and then he somehow dropped. Lateef he was a highly recruited player for a reason. With that being said, I hope they take the handcuffs off, but they did throw passing plays on Saturday.
As a very disaffected Nebraska fan who, like Kyle said, you're the beaten
poor puppy. He's a beaten puppy.
Yeah, he's a beaten puppy. He's at the shelter waiting to be adopted by a winning team. I see all those offer lists and I'm like, why Nebraska? Like,
yeah, are they real offers? I get that.
Hey.
I get that.
Like, I know I'm kind of being a dick there, but yes. The Illinois game that I mentioned, Heinrich Harburg started that game. Uh-oh. Do we see any plays with Harburg lining up at quarterback, even though he's never been in quarterback room?
No,
it's not, people kind of have it in their heads that maybe we see a little bit of glimpse of that. And I don't want to see it. Cause again, because it's gimmicky. And like some people are calling the blackout game gimmicky and they're calling the pink gimmicky, gimmick. And it's like, are we becoming that fucking program where it's just gimmicky? Like, just, I don't know.
I think I would tell you that the odds prior to this week that you saw Harburg taking any snap as a QB were 0. I think they've become a lot more likely. I don't think they are likely, but I think from what I've seen from Granddad, I just don't love it. Like, I would rather have Harburg at QB3 than Granddad. I'm sorry.
Gramstad is out there. No, I'm not saying it.
He better not be out there. He better not be out there.
Thank you.
I would rather have Harburg at QB3. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm sure I'll get lit. Yeah.
No, I get the Purdue guy at that. After that, I'm not.
Davila?
Davila.
I don't know.
You go Granddad.
I would want Harburg instead of Jalen Gramstad.
Maybe
that's a hot take.
Davila? Would you rather have Harburg or
Yes.
Davila? Harburg,
Yes.
who hasn't taken a
Yes.
snap of quarterback this year.
Is Davila behind Gramstad?
I put Harburg at 3.
He is.
Okay. Like like, come on. You're making me be an asshole here, man. Okay. You took the deeper.
Yeah, I kind of just want to close it out on my end.
Yeah.
People are saying I'm trashing the kid and whatever. Look, Nebraska ranked 66th in total offense with 5-star quarterback, 2-year starter. What we saw on Saturday night, while not fair for the kid to just come in a big time game, whatever, is it fair for me to have a concern?
Yeah.
Oh, 1,000%.
That's all you're saying.
I want TJ Lateef to do great, and I think he's going to be a good quarterback. He's got all these offers out of high school, and he's a talented kid, whatever. Am I insane for sitting here on a Monday after your starting quarterback just broke his leg to sit here and say, hey, didn't look great. It didn't. It
did not look good.
It did not look. The offense did not look great, and that is why you lost the game on Saturday. It didn't. You lost your starting quarterback. The backup came in, who happened to be TJ Lateef. You lost the game for whatever reason. It didn't look great. You had 7 passing yards, 18 rushing yards, whatever it was. And then now I'm sitting here on Monday saying I'm a little concerned for the rest of the year. Is that insane?
Hey, I think it's hilarious that Kyle is the one who opens this conversation with the disclaimer, then provides his argument backed by stats, and Kyle's the asshole.
You're an asshole.
What?
You know what's funny?
Shame.
It's funny because a lot of those people that are saying that you're trashing the kid, right? I'm assuming those people in there are saying he's a true freshman. Give him a break, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. He is still a true freshman. That hasn't changed.
No.
Like, his O-line in front of him isn't great.
Yeah, and
like that's still a reality thing. Okay. He is still a true freshman. He hasn't started a game before. You're going to be on the road.
You might have another O-line injury.
Like, yes, it is okay. You have permission to be like,
I don't know if it's going to work.
It's okay, Kyle.
Thank you.
Please, you're not crazy for being.
You know what's funny too? Just Dylan Raiola lost his season when we were max protecting. We had like 8 guys in there to protect, and we lost Dylan for the year. You don't think that if Dylan takes a long time to process where to go with football and the O-line has issues, you think it's going to be better with Lateef? I understand he can run, and that might help the O-line. Your O-line, a bad O-line's best friend is a mobile quarterback. But if Dylan had trouble, who is a second-year starter, do you think Lateef might struggle a little bit too?
Unless Lateef is better.
Well, then there's your there's your Teefers. There's the Teefers.
I'm sure some people might say that.
The Lateefers do. They think that.
All right.
And I hope, you know what? I hope we're fucking wrong. And Lateef is the best quarterback ever. And sorry, Dylan. I guess Lateef is the guy.
You know, it's so funny to me. And I know you're going to make your point, but like, it's so funny to me because I've always been the bastion of having a running quarterback. And, God, okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to get on a whole tangent about Jeff Monken and the option, even though USC did that against us and it worked. Weird. But go on with your point.
Oh, I was going to say, I feel like we're probably at a point where we're going to transition off of quarterbacks.
Yeah, we probably should.
But I did want to give one shout out to a mobile quarterback from Nebraska, Adrian Martinez, getting a snap this weekend.
Sure.
His first
Pretty
NFL
cool.
snap.
Yes.
So shout out Adrian.
Hey, that was a friend of the show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We I don't want to say we helped him get the New York Jets interview, which
No, we broke the news that he was signing with the Jets.
Well, he broke it. He was just with us.
yeah, but on our show. I mean, it's pretty cool. That was our claim to fame. We made a couple articles.
Yeah. So congratulations, Adrian. They
Yeah.
won that game too. I mean, granted, he came in and nailed the ball, but he
That-
did get an NFL
Hey,
snap.
shout out to Mac Jones for being a
that
dog.
that was super cool.
That was really cool. Okay.
We good with
So,
the NFL?
I mean, the title was Lateef time. Like, I made sure that we were going to beat this to death. Do we want to talk some UCLA, or do you want to talk a little bit USC?
Well,
what do you want to talk about next?
I think we've done USC. We did it on Saturday. We did it yesterday on Counseling, which is also a show you can listen to on Spotify. Those are also there.
Yeah, they're there if you want to hear all the triumphs and traumas of that game. We did it yesterday. It sucked.
Can I say?
Go ahead.
You
can say whatever you want.
Please let me, please.
Mr. Hall.
No, because no, it's Mr. Hall. It's an inside joke. I had a really good joke today. Can I say it?
Yeah.
It wasn't even like a joke. It was just a little shitty comment. Whenever Matt Rule calls a timeout, I'm gonna call it a WMD, a weapon of Matt destruction. Because that question did come up today.
Yeah.
I was wondering. It was about a 30-minute press conference, and I go, no questions yet about the 4th and 1 fiasco. And it was about like 20-something minutes, and I'm like, here we go. I think the answer was
It's bullshit. It's
of course
100% bullshit.
He's talking about how he wanted them to jump, try to get them to jump, but like you called the timeout with like 5 or 6 seconds left on the play clock anyway. So I'm not buying that.
Well, and then he talked about the timeout before that, and he's like, well, I wanted them to pump the clock.
Yeah.
No, your team was set.
It's okay.
They snapped the ball. You called timeout before they snapped the ball.
Listen, just say you fucked up.
Yeah.
And maybe say that too. Maybe say, I fucked up.
I would respect
and I think
that.
the fan base would go, you know what? Thank you. Instead of like doing your Matt Rule preacher's son. Yep. Just tell the truth, man. It's okay. We know. We know.
Everybody knows.
Like, everybody knows.
I know it's a lazy conversation. That Matt Rule sucks. Matt Rule sucks at game management.
It's his worst.
Mike, I need you
quality.
to do better.
I need to do better. It's lazy. It's lazy to think that I have 3 years evidence to tell me that Matt Rule can't manage a clock or a game.
Okay.
It's lazy. I get it.
Kyle, it's okay to be nervous about a game with a true freshman starting. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, it is okay
Thank you
to talk about Matt Rule being bad at game management.
Thank you. Is that my prescription for this week? Because I'm going to need it.
Yeah.
Matt Rule is excellent at
Coach
media
speak.
relations and player relations.
CEO.
Blah, 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 all that. He's great at it. But those 3 hours on a Saturday or a Friday, you wonder sometimes, what's he going to do? Is he going to do the thing he should do? Or is he going to do the opposite? Is he going to do something stupid? Is he going to get a little emotional? He's going to get a little emotional on the sidelines. Why don't we have someone in the headset going, Matt, no, Matt. No, please, God, no.
You know how like some staffs have their designated holdback guy, right? Keep him off the sideline.
Well, go.
We need a holdback guy to keep Matt's hands away. Like they're not allowed to touch.
No.
You can't call those timeouts.
Connor, your suggestion yesterday is better than the guy. The shot caller.
The shot caller would be funny. Yeah, just give him a little, like, you don't have to hurt him. Like, I got 3 dogs. They run towards the edge of the yard. You just give them a little beep.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
1890. What I want you to do is I want you to go to the referees before the game and say, if that man tries to call timeout, nope, not allowed. Any player can call timeout. Any assistant can call timeout. But if Matt Rule tries to call timeout, no.
You know what it is? It's Michigan and Chris Webber. Remember when Chris Webber tried to call the timeout? He didn't have any left. No, Matt. There are 3 timeouts. Indeed, there are. But every time you try to call a timeout, it's a flag.
15 yards.
Automatic 15 yards.
Here's the thing before the comment section calls us assholes.
That's fine.
We all like Matt Rule.
Lazy.
Matt Rule's a good coach.
Hey, he's our coach till 2032, right?
That's right.
Yeah. We believe in Matt Rule. Don't call us assholes. What we've said is correct.
What's our Timmer rating? No. No Timmer.
Hey, we'll see.
I feel like
After
we
the
might
next-
need to do a Timmer rating.
No, after the next 3 games, we will do a timber rating.
After the next, like, after each one?
No, after the third
At
game.
the end of the season?
Yeah, before the bowl game.
All right.
By the way, guys, just a reminder, we made a bowl game.
Indeed.
I did grab my balls.
It could still be pinstripe. It could still be pinstripe.
Dude, if it's pinstripe again.
Now, okay. Kyle, permission to be worried. Mike, permission to be worried about game management. And I think it's also okay to like say that you're sad and disappointed that they lost against USC.
Yeah.
I feel like it's become what do we want to say? Like leprosy. Like if you say, God, that game was disappointing and I'm sad. Whoa! You can't be negative. Like it's okay to be sad that the stadium looked fucking amazing. The fans were amazing.
The defense played decent.
You were up by 8 at halftime, and USC's offense was not playing well. / Lincoln Riley was doing dumb stuff on his own. Things were looking to fall into place. Like, it's okay to be disappointed, right? I feel like you're not allowed to say that right now.
I think this is one of those few times that, like, as a Husker fan, it's okay to be disappointed, because we've talked so much over the last few years about close losses, and a close loss in that game, if Raiola doesn't get injured and you get a close loss, then you should feel angry. You should feel angry that we couldn't get it done. With what happened during that game, knowing the circumstances and knowing what we had to put Lateef into, which again, I don't feel is like a fair position for him. I think this is one where you can just feel disappointed. I don't think you have to be angry. You don't have to sit here and say, oh, we almost did it. You didn't. Like, that's not how that works. I think this is it's a great time to say disappointed.
We can acknowledge that we, for the most part, picked USC to win. We didn't really expect Nebraska to win.
Yeah.
But
and then they outplayed USC and found a way to lose.
And
we've seen that so many times though.
Yeah. And it's okay to be like, fuck.
Well, Matt Rule said today, he said, I didn't sleep. I bet you didn't, dude. I bet you didn't. Because I didn't sleep that well, and I'm not the head coach of Nebraska. I didn't sign an extension until 2032 and found a way to lose that game. And then I hope he thought about the decisions he made during the game. Well, I hope.
And I guess maybe I brought that up because you had some former player going full Colin Miller, talking about fans.
Oh, geez.
Well, how many games did you play in? Dude, we are not sitting here claiming to be the ultimate ball knowers of like strategy.
No, I am.
And gap schemes.
I would have had 3 picks. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Maybe against Mayava.
Stupid comment. Stupid comment.
Like, we're not sitting here claiming that, well, the concept, the guy needs to spill and they need to force it outside. And we're not claiming to be that. What we are is, oh man, they've lost their last 30 games against a ranked team.
That's 29.
Like 29. Don't round. Coward.
I'm just waiting for the next one.
But I've heard both numbers. It's 29.
I'm rounding up to make up an asshole point. Yes, when it's 0-29,
it's bad.
Like, you don't need to be a former player to be like, damn, that is pathetic.
It's beyond a trend at that point.
Like, if you're not sad about that, what kind of fan are you?
Even if you're a former player,
bro,
how are you not mad about that? How you don't care that?
Where's your pride?
Your alma mater is losing games they should win. You're not mad that your alma mater hasn't got better since you left. I mean, I think they have. Like, if you want to talk Colin Miller, we've got way better since that guy was here.
And maybe like, oh man, damn it, it's a whole thing now. Like, do you think Jason Peter is looking at that 0-29 and going, "Fans, shut up"? Like, I'm sure Jason Peter's like, the fans are right. Like, that sucks. But then you have these former players that were on good teams, but certainly not to the level of Jason Peter. And maybe it's just a wholly different mindset and mentality that separates those players from each other. I don't know. It's just interesting. Like, it's okay to be sad and disappointed and say, fuck, I am disappointed, and 0-29 is sad and everybody's
not acceptable.
And everybody's laughing at us. Like, yeah, blackout's cool, But for what? But for what?
Kyle, we got anything in the chat? You've been kind of quiet over there.
No, BA says, I can't believe this dude, Matt Rule, said I hate using timeouts with a bunch of laughing emojis.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah. So I think on like the level of disappointment, I can tell you that I have filmed 4 games now with the anticipation that like, hey, I think we should make like a cool cinematic recap or some like cool video, right? And so 4 times I've gone down to Lincoln and I have took all my gear with me and traveled all the way across Lincoln because I don't get a cool media spot right outside. And I get in there and I sit on the field for 4.5 hours, spend the whole day. I go back to the office, I rename everything and look through everything. And in 3 of the 4, they've lost.
Yeah.
I got to watch Houston Christian. I got to film Houston Christian. And even that, I'm filming backup players, like not that exciting, right? At least on a videographer's perspective. It's still fun. It's still cool. But on the disappointment level, I got there real early. Like I was like the first photographer, videographer there. Got in the media room. I waited outside for the freaking door to unlock. That's a whole nother story.
Door was locked.
Your selfie as you waited outside was great.
Eric Andre, let me in.
I filmed from the stands. I filmed from the tunnels. I filmed from the field. I walked the sidelines. I probably walked 10,000 steps up and down that stadium for 5 hours. I did the tunnel walk from the stand. I did it all. I filmed it all like I would to make it look like Herd at Sports has got a team of videographers putting this thing together like the university might, right?
Yeah.
Get 50 different angles.
Yeah, because they've got, like those people.
They've got a whole team.
Like even NBC, they've got all these people busting their asses with tons of different cameras, right? And getting all these angles.
Yeah.
Just 1 KB.
Yeah, it's just 1 KB out here getting 55 different angles, trying to make it look as cinematic as possible. And I get all this crazy footage, the fog going over the moon inside the stadium and the slow motion catch by Dane Key and the fans in all black screaming in slow motion and hitting their towels and whatever. And then the game ends and I'm standing out at midfield with Dylan Raiola while he's limping along and the team is doing their prayer and, USC is dancing and saying, you wore black to your own funeral, and they're laughing in people's faces, and Lincoln Riley's dapping up Sierra Wright, all this other stuff, right? Of course. But it was just another situation where Kyle, as a fan and as a non-biased media member, watched all my work, as little as the grand scheme of thing is, all my work just kind of like, well, this stuff's never going to see the light of day.
Kyle.
And as a fan, it was, well, that was really exciting for 3 quarters, and then it was over. And that sucks. I hate it. I can't. It's something that's like, okay, well, the rest of my career as a videographer, what games do I pick and choose to go to? That's what sucks.
So, Kyle, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm gonna count it down.
Yeah,
we're gonna say the same thing at the same time because this is what I'm gonna say if we go 0-3. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Wah, wah,
wah, wah. Yeah. Nope. I hear you.
Kyle, you know what you should do with that footage though?
What?
You should make this sick ass highlight reel that ends with like a loss. But the coolest shit, all the cool shit from all the games that you've covered.
Hey, listen.
And then it's disappointment.
Yeah.
So the former players, the fans that don't give a shit can watch and be like, oh yeah, so all this hard fucking work goes into this stuff. The fans show out, they do their job every week. The fact that any former player could ever say anything about a fan,
So stupid.
the most loyal fans in the fucking world,
Jesus.
is insane to me. And then you talk about a media perspective, someone who busted their ass, 10,000 steps, thousands of clips of a game to do nothing with it. It's just going into a graveyard. I think you should make a graveyard highlight reel.
Oh, dude,
This is off topic, but like Matt Rule talked about, they did like a whole feature film for the Chasing 3 documentaries, the docuseries that they did last year.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, we decided to scrap it. So they edited it through all of that footage. They did all of that work. And then they sent it up and they were like, yeah, I don't think we're going to publish this. I'd be crushed.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the Oklahoma State docuseries I did for the softball team down there, that was part of it. Was like, hey man, I'm showing the real. This is what it is. Like
I think that would be cool because like at the start of every season, we get those hype videos every year. And they get me going. I still watch the 2014 video every single Saturday morning or Friday morning, depending on the week. I think instead of a highlight reel, to give people a real taste of being a Husker fan, we need the womp womp wheel. And it should be those clips from those games because it does show you that like no matter how the game goes, Husker fans are still there. The environment's still nuts. I think the womp womp wheel will be fun.
Yeah, I did get a sick clip of a USC defender like clapping in Dane Key's face and talking shit and stuff after a dropped pass or like he broke it up or whatever. And then the next clip is Dane Key on the back shoulder throw in the end zone for a touchdown. Beautiful. And Dane Key looks up and he points at that dude.
Oh,
yeah, I remember him. He walks off the field. It's fucking awesome.
See, you should just clip that and then just send it to Dane because it's still cool. Like you got to remember at the end of the day, like so football is like every guy has to do their job, right? Even if you don't win the game, like each guy has to do their job on every single play. Dane did his job on that play, right? Like the resiliency of that, like that's a cool clip, regardless of what happened in the game. And I'm sure the USC fans were like, oh, we lost anyways, whatever. Hey, he won that rep.
Yep.
And that's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. I was watching back on everything today and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sick.
Well, and I guess another reason why I kind of brought that up, the whole permission to be sad and a little worried going forward, is another thing that Matt Rule said today about. He went back to something that he said during Big Ten Media Days about Nebraska being respected again, right? The national media respecting Nebraska, other teams, respecting us. And he said something to the effect of talking trash about one another. I'm like, wait a second. Are you seriously? Because are you talking about your team? Like, is your team talking trash about themselves? Or are you like seriously talking about the fans again? Is that seriously what you're doing right now?
If
the negativity
if that is again,
come on, dude. Come on.
The most loyal fans in the world, any sport, the most loyal fans in the world. I actually got a text from somebody. He's like, hey, do you think that Nebraska media is too negative? And I was like, oh my God. For every one negative thing that a media member says, there's 1,000 positive things they cover in the offseason and do all these things for every single player. We cover these players like they are gods. Yeah. These are professional athletes, and we are a university. So now, am I saying that all the negativity is right? Probably not. But these fans, like these players, these coaches, they get more coverage, they get more support than anywhere in the world. And that comes with some negativity sometimes.
Sure.
Yeah, because I'm thinking back to what he said today was we want others to respect us, but it starts with us respecting ourselves and not talking trash about each other.
I feel like it's I feel like that quote was about his team.
Yeah, I hope that's not the issue.
I feel like that quote was about his team.
Do you think so? I think it's about his team. You think the guys on the team are talking, because he said talking trash about each other?
Well, let me ask you this. That was probably the worst complimentary football game we've played this year. Like there was no complimentary football after Dylan got hurt. Like the offense went ghost.
If it is truly like a team-on-team trash talk thing, I'll tell you right now, it's 0-3 to end the season.
Because you know what he said? The other thing
you're
he
supposed
said,
to be a unit. Like you can't do that.
Yeah. The other thing he said was
nice.
Is that a fucking Chris Farley quote or something that you just said? No.
It's
Will Ferrell.
It's a wiener joke.
Yeah.
Anyway. Well, the other thing that he said too, where it's like, okay, I get it. Matt Rule's at the podium. Sometimes you just have to say stuff to get through it. But he's to the effect of either you're in or you're out.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my God, dude, we're doing this. We're doing this. Are we weeding out the bad apples in year 3? Like, are we doing that? Or are you talking about fans? Are you in or you out? And then he pivots to the blackout was amazing. Fans are amazing. So I just feel like, my God, we have such thin skin over in Lincoln, Nebraska.
We knew that though.
Dude.
We knew that. Remember when Matt Rule came to the podium and was like, oh, I guess we know how to stop the run now.
Dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? You did that one time, and now what are we seeing the rest of the year?
Yikes.
Come on. Come on.
If he coached at Auburn, are you kidding me?
Well, I mean, look,
you think Nebraska is bad?
Yeah, I mean, look,
Give me a break.
He honestly, he knows that is not. He knows that Nebraska fans are not bad. He talked about it during the whole Penn State job. He said, "Look, James Franklin walking off the field with his daughter 10 yards ahead of him because he's afraid that the kids are going to get hit by projectiles and stuff." And he talks about how his kids can sit up in the stands with the fans. And like that's I don't even know. That's not even a conversation. I know he knows how good this is. I know he knows how good the fans are. I know he knows the support that they receive. And that came back into the conversation of like entitlement. You know, you get treated as a superstar as soon as you get here, and it just kind of that we've had that conversation about entitlement and whatever. So I don't think that's really a conversation of him like.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah,
it better not be.
Yeah.
So one thing I want to point out is I believe right now, and Kyle can probably confirm for me, it's 6:50 p.m.
Yep.
And we have not talked a whole lot about UCLA.
Yeah, I think this is the time we got.
We may have to speed run this UCLA preview.
We got 7 minutes. We shift gears to UCLA. Kyle, I don't know. Do you still have the numbers in front of you?
I've been tinkering with it.
Okay.
So it's all kind of scrambled now. Yeah.
Okay. So one thing we did note.
Yeah.
I think we noted it at the beginning of the episode is something that can be beneficial for Nebraska is that UCLA's rushing defense ranks 124th in the country.
Yeah.
That's big.
Out of 134 teams. They're not good at stopping the run.
Right.
Yes, absolutely. And passing defense, I know we talked about it.
They're pretty good. They're like in the low 20s. Like
low 20s.
Yeah, like 24th or something, I think, in the country at stopping the pass.
Do you see the passing defense being something that Nebraska is really going to be that concerned about this week?
Connor, let me tell you this. You watched the game Saturday.
I did.
Did you see how good our pass defense was because how bad our rush defense was?
Our passing, our passing defense, Nebraska's looked great.
Yeah, and did you see our rush defense?
Looked not so great.
I feel like it's very similar for UCLA on a bit like a multi-game look. It's similar to Nebraska. Nebraska's number 2 in pass defense, number 92nd in rush defense.
Yeah,
but
so I think it's if you're selling out and you're really good at stopping the pass, teams are going to run the ball on you. And I think that's kind of where UCLA and Nebraska are. That both these teams, they can't stop the run. They know it's coming. They can't stop it.
But so I would agree with that to a certain extent. But I would also point out that USC had a top 25 or top 23 rushing offense.
Yes.
So like that was a bigger concern for Nebraska's, placing an emphasis. It seemed like the emphasis was obviously placed more on the passing defense.
Number 1, pass offense.
But I think Nebraska has a better matchup for their defense against UCLA's offense. I just didn't know where you saw that. Like, is there as big a disparity in this UCLA game? I don't see
There's
that.
not. I mean, here's the thing. USC had 2 receivers on the outside that are probably going to play in the NFL. Their quarterback has been lighting it up. They were the number 1 pass team coming in. After they played Nebraska, now they're number 9. That's how far they dropped after Nebraska put a whooping on their pass offense.
Their best play was
the flea flicker.
Yeah.
That's it. Like they had to get in their bag of tricks in order to even pass the ball in Nebraska.
And they shouldn't have even completed that because we played that really well.
Rex was there. Rex was on it.
He was on it. Like
It was just a good play.
Nico is a good quarterback, but it's not the same situation. It's not apples to apples. USC has a lot more talent on the outside. What is going to hurt Nebraska is Nico going to run all over us? Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? I'm going to leave it. Or what's his name? Maeva did. Like, is that what he's going to do? Because that's what he should do.
If you're Neuheisel, I don't know. He's supposed to be this wonderkind, right? If you're looking at Nebraska's run defense, you are running all day.
And they will. They are a much better rushing team than they are passing team. Their offense sucks. If you look at the numbers, they suck. Nebraska's offense isn't much better right now, especially with a true freshman quarterback coming in.
Right.
And we talked about our concerns going into this show.
So, yeah, I'm concerned that Nico is going to run quite a bit. I think with USC, Maeva came in like not running at all until he did.
We knew that.
Yeah.
Though.
So
40
it's
yards and 2 rushes. Like back-to-back rushes.
Crazy. So it's kind of the opposite. It's like you're expecting Nico to run.
But hopefully this is like the Aiden Childs situation, though.
Mm.
Like this defense is there is a benefit that Nebraska has seen rushing quarterbacks. Malik Washington, Aiden Childs, Brennan Sorsby, who did go off on Nebraska, but he could not throw the ball at all. If you can make UCLA one-dimensional, I mean, I know it didn't work against USC, but I think defense was not the issue. Like we held them to 21 points.
Like I know. So our D line
is bad.
Second
level, bad.
So it's like, is UCLA's O line good enough to wash our guys out like USC's was?
Probably.
This team beat Michigan State, by the way. This team beat Maryland, by the way. There are three
State.
wins.
They beat Penn State.
Penn State, Maryland, Michigan State. We have like opponents. They also beat those opponents. So
do we consider this to be a likely rock fight?
Yes, 100%.
Well, yeah, that's why I referred back to the Illinois game back in 23. I mean, that was the fucking.
We were in my garage watching that. Remember?
Yes.
We had the laptop set up. You were doing the roller coaster in there.
It was fun.
It was a rock fight, and that's kind of what I expect on Saturday. It's going to be two running quarterbacks and a lot of running the ball against two bad rush defenses.
You know what that tells me? Low scoring game.
Yes, most definitely.
You would think,
but 8 o'clock, California. I don't know.
At night in the Rose Bowl.
Does Dana pull a Lincoln Riley and get too cute? Like overthink it. Remember what he did in Minnesota, where he overthought. He's like, okay, I know they can't stop the run, so I'm going to open the game with just slinging it, showing that we have confidence in this freshman quarterback. Is he going to do that? Or is he going to kind of do the UCLA thing, play keep away, dominate time of possession, etc.?
My concern is that over the last couple of games, we have been, in my opinion, a bit too pass heavy. I mean, maybe not this last week.
Definitely not.
Emmett Johnson got 29 carries. But the week prior, it seems like we were just totally unbalanced. And I'm worried that Dana, like it's not like a 1 week transition. Like it's not something you just flip on its head. This is a hard transition to go to from a Raiola to a Lateef. That's not something that I think is very easily done in 1 week. I would like to see that done and see this kind of like move into a very rush heavy game. You give Lateef those short passes, those high percentage plays. I just don't know that it's very easy to do in 7 days. Like that's almost a total rework of what we've been planning for.
Yeah, we'll find out, I guess, if those reps matter.
It's almost like you're running a Heinrich Harburg type offense.
But once again, Lateef is a better passer than Heinrich Harburg.
I would agree with that.
I would hope
maybe
that he is more prepared than Heinrich was. I hope.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do scoring predictions and wrap this thing up.
All right, are we starting with you then?
No, of course. I say we're doing the predictions and I'm always like last. So, and I always do this because it pisses Kyle off. Hey, Kyle, you're first.
Yo.
Man, I almost just want to like reject.
I'll take
the scoring predictions
because people are going to call you an asshole.
No, just in general. I just want to reject it because I don't like what I don't.
The thoughts running through your head are not good.
Yeah, I mean,
it's okay. Hey, you have permission to have not great thoughts right now.
This is why we do this podcast. Is you have an opinion, and it might not be the same as everybody else in the room, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You just throw some numbers out. Fuck it.
I don't know. I'm gonna say UCLA 17, Nebraska 13.
Okay.
Oh,
UCLA wins.
Okay.
That's Kyle just threw a rock at our faces. That's a rock fight right there.
I'm going to get hyper specific, just because I've gone my deep dive into UCLA, at least on their defensive side. I'm going to say Nebraska 24, UCLA 17. I'm going to give Emmett Johnson a 2-piece, and Isaiah Hunter finds the end zone as well.
Well, that was my scoring prediction. So, Jared, go first.
Yeah, think up a new one, dork.
That's why you go first, Mike.
I know.
Instead of just trying to be like who's Steve Nash.
Hey,
assist boy, little assist boy. So
rock fight.
That 23 game versus Illinois, it was 20-7 Nebraska. And like, I can't imagine UCLA only scoring 7.
No. Mm-mm.
I foresee in my mind's eye Nico being able to run
A lot.
a lot.
A lot.
Dude, our run defense
He's got
is so
81
bad.
carries on the year.
Yeah, he's gonna
A lot.
Nico will run.
He's
one
their
in.
leading passer and their leading rusher.
Nico will
If
run
that helps
one
you.
in.
They don't have like great running backs.
No.
It's Nico.
He-
He's their offense.
Nico is their leading rusher by well over 100 yards.
Yep.
For whatever that's worth. I don't know. But here's the thing, though. Their running backs aren't good
Until Saturday.
until Saturday. USC has a third stringer at running back.
He was good before Nebraska.
Yeah,
though.
I'm
He
sure.
ran for over 100 yards.
It also helps
Yeah.
when Riley Van Poopel gets washed out.
I mean, they were averaging 200 rush yards a game already.
Yeah, and they stayed
They
to
did
the
it.
course.
They did it.
Riley
202.
Van Poopel is in the third. He's at the third level, just getting washed out, as my grandma would say, washed. Damn. That all that being said, though, all that being fuck you, Kyle. What kind of game is Lateef gonna have, man? I don't know. Like, what are we talking about here? EJ,
He's him.
EJ's EJ.
He's good.
And you know what? Fucking what's that receiver's name? Greg what? That limped?
Greg Jennings.
Greg Jennings.
Greg Jennings. The greatest greatest receiver in the league.
That's Emmett, dude. He's gonna
Put
great
the team on his back.
Darren Sharper.
Darren Sharper.
Hardest hitting corner in the league.
Stop. Hardest hitting corner in the league.
Sierra Right.
Sierra Right. Dog.
Yeah, dude. Emmett Johnson's gonna Greg Jennings us to a 20-17 win. So Nebraska 20, UCLA 17.
I'm with you. Here's the thing. I've been the most anti-Tiefer group person ever. I'm like, shut up.
You haven't
Like,
been anti-Lateef, though.
No, not anti-Lateef. I was just anti the Tiefers that were calling for Dylan's job. Like, dude's been very productive. I mean, you wanted to be a game manager. That's what Rule asked him to be. That's what he's been doing.
Yeah.
With that being said, I think Lateef is going to game manage this just fine. I think UCLA's rush defense is bad, and I think Nebraska's rush offense is good. I think as long as Lateef takes care of the ball, he's going to turn the ball over a couple times. Nebraska's going to win 24-13.
24-13.
Yeah, they're win by
Ooh,
11.
baby.
And I will be enjoying this game or not enjoying this game with a margarita in my hand in Mexico. So
Because I always like to ask on the funky scores, is that a missed PAT or 2 field goals?
2 field goals.
Okay.
I think it's going to be very similar to USC where we stop them and force field goals. They're going to move the ball a little bit, but then bend don't break type defense.
Yeah, I hope I'm wrong.
I hope you're wrong too.
No shit.
I hope I'm wrong.
And what did I say? I've said the last 2 weeks, I'm sticking with my record prediction no matter what. So
Yeah.
I newsflash, guys, I'll probably predict to lose the next 2 games. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, look,
You're not allowed to do that.
I hope it's right, or I hope that I'm wrong, and I hope Nebraska wins because I am a fan. I tune in, I go to the games, I work the games.
You do this twice a week?
Do this twice a week. I
3
show up.
times.
So yeah, I hope I'm wrong, and I'll be happy that I'm wrong. I just need something to talk about, and if I'm just using, I'm trying to use my brain here.
Hey,
That and the
You know
pucker
what?
factor.
It's yeah.
I'm using a lot of heart, and I don't usually do that.
Yep.
But I'm sticking with the 7-5 record, guys. So Nebraska's going to win the game, and I think it's going to be fine. I don't think UCLA is a good team. I don't.
Yeah, Matt Rule talks about like, hey, the rest of the team needs to be playing their best. The rest of the team needs to lift up and lift TJ with them.
Yep.
So we will see.
Rising tide, as they say.
In
Yes.
Dana, we trust, is what I say.
So yeah, and Dana we trust, which means that he will not do the Minnesota thing. He will do the USC thing.
No, they cannot overlook this opponent now. There's
Hey.
way too much going on in their own housekeeping.
I mean,
They cannot
tell
do
you,
it. It's
they're
great.
not overlooked. Dude,
I'll tell you,
I could promise you that.
you go right to in Dana you trust. I'm still in Mike Eckler. I
Well,
trust. Like that's
Yeah.
That's implied.
That's a given.
That's implied.
That's a given.
Hey, real quick, just on that note, I do just want to say I was a little disappointed by special teams. on Saturday.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It could have been
You
better.
talked about like being like you
was
wanted
a
it to be
neutral.
more complimentary,
Yeah.
and USC had like special teams like kickoff defense was like 120th or something like that, like
Yeah.
something crazy,
They
real
stopped
bad,
us.
and it just didn't go well. It wasn't very complimentary like you suggested.
And then they pinned us inside the 5-yard line. I blame that on Matt Rule for
That was a
not
mistake.
for not accepting that penalty or not
For
declining.
accepting the
Yeah, for
penalty, yeah.
accepting the penalty,
Yeah.
not declining the penalty. So
I still like having Kenneth Williams back there.
I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because every time he did return it, it was literally to the 25. Like every time.
He got
Yeah,
to the 26
you know.
one time.
Yeah.
So.
Hey,
Hey.
baby, that's 1 yard. And you probably shouldn't have kicked Cunanan anyway. Anyway, Kyle.
Hey, just a reminder, guys.
Take the points.
If you are joining us late in this show, we are doing a live show and a watch party at Heavy Brewing in Gretna, Nebraska, our new sponsor. They have fantastic beer and even better pizza, and their beer is already elite. So make sure you guys check it out. November 22nd, join us. You can talk shit to us, enjoy the game with us. Bring your friends, bring your family. It's family friendly. Control your kids. November 22nd at Heavy Brewing in Gretna, Nebraska.
Okay, real quick to clarify, disappointed by special teams just means that I thought like he might break one just to kind of give it a spark. and he just didn't.
Yeah,
He just didn't.
It was a neutral. Like
Yeah.
special teams has been like a big thing this year.
Yeah.
It was the first time that what special teams is normally supposed to be for most games is neutral. That's what it was. It wasn't a detriment.
Yeah.
It just wasn't like go win us a game like it did 4 times this year.
Yeah, I was waiting in the like third and fourth quarter, like
Edge of
okay,
your seat
here
kind of
comes
thing.
one, and I filmed every time.
Don't kick it to him.
Kenneth Williams was right in front of me, and every time he caught the ball and took off running, I'm like, oh, here we go, and then it just didn't happen.
See-
I'm not saying I'm like disappointed they sucked. I'm
Right.
just saying like I
didn't
was just
suck.
waiting for them to break something,
Well, that's a prime example of Mike Eckler and the unit being victims of their own success. They have raised the level. And so we kind of expect like,
Yeah.
hey, maybe something nice will happen.
Yeah,
When like maybe that's not exactly like fair. Okay. We acknowledge that.
yeah,
Kyle.
Yeah.
It's okay
Yeah.
to expect special teams to do something good and be like, dang, because it's a compliment that we expect that. It's a compliment
yes,
that we are disappointed because they've raised the level of play and expectation.
yeah. And you know what? I bet Mike Eckler would be like, yeah, I'm disappointed we didn't break one.
Yeah.
That's all
I
I'm saying.
yelled at my team. I yelled at my unit.
Yeah,
You know,
Be better. You have to be elite every time.
Yeah.
And before we sign it off, of course.
Yeah, we
talk
got
about our
one more
friends.
thing before we sign off here.
Yep.
If you can see this beautiful sign right behind me, we got this wall wrapped right behind me now, and it is from our amazing sponsors over here at Sinovation Omaha. At Sinovation Omaha, your image is their business. From eye-catching indoor and outdoor signs to clear professional wayfinding solutions, they're going to help you find a way to make your brand stand out where it matters the most. Transform your walls, like ours, with stunning wraps, turn vehicles into rolling billboards with custom decals, and add privacy or style with vinyl window graphics. When you partner with Sinovation, you are not just getting signage, you're adding curb appeal and creating a lasting first impression for your customers. You guys watching, this is not your first impression of the show. I'd imagine you've been watching us for a while, but these walls look sick. We are in the Sinovation studio, and a lot of what you see today is because of them. Check out Sinovation Omaha. They are fantastic.
Yeah. Get this wrap in your basement. And I actually want the MBNR and everything in your basement, actually. But no, you can do whatever you want. They'll come to your house, wrap your walls if you want. They'll wrap your cars if you have a business. Shout out to our friends at Sinovation Omaha.
here's your sign. Okay. That's all. Yeah.
yeah.
Kyle, no. You want to say any more negative things? Kyle?
Hey, negative Kyle.
Negative boy.
You're an asshole.
Hey, hater.
Hey,
Hater.
You know
Hey.
what? GBR. I hope we win.
Hey,
What else? Can
welcome to the dark side.
I was molded by it. NBNRpodcast.com. What, Mike?
I was waiting for you to say
Oh,
that.
jeez. Spotify, Apple, Facebook, YouTube,
TikTok.
everything. Just Google us. We'll be there. I'm one of your hosts, Jared Hall.
Mike Delaware.
Connor Cadillac.
Kyle Byers.
As always, beat UCLA and GBR.